are going to talk about how to prepare for essays. Very briefly, we are going to talk about how to prepare for essay, because till now we have talked about various subjects, various papers, like how to prepare for international relations, internal security, governance. Now we are talking about how to prepare for essay. There is no one source for essay, because generally what happens is people come to me and they ask me, ma'am, essay ke liye koi source bata do. There is no one source for how to prepare for essays. Essay is a completely different paper. The purpose of the essay paper is very different from your other GS papers. And if you see the questions that are being asked in essay paper, most of the questions have their origin from somewhere your GS subject only. Some of the questions are there which could have been easily asked in your GS is being asked in essay. So when they could have asked it in GS but they are asking it in essay, it means they need something different from you. The strategy for essay is completely different from how you prepare for GS, because they do not, here they want to test your understanding, length, breadth, depth of your understanding in terms of length, breadth and depth on a particular issue is being tested here. So let us just briefly see some of the questions and then let us briefly talk about how to prepare for it. Sources, we are just going to talk about sources. Strategy, we have a program totally dedicated to essay, we will be doing it there. But for now, we are just talking about this essay paper. And essay paper, let us talk about its weightage or its importance. This is a very important paper, very important paper, because this paper carries your 250 marks. 250 marks का पूरा पेपर होता है, and this paper is like it helps you to get very good ranks. It helps you in, and sometimes because you are not able to score very good marks in the essay, you are out of the list also, or you are not getting very good marks. People get as low as your 40, 50 marks, as high as your 170 marks. So here you can have a big difference, big gap. So essay and your optional, these are the papers जहाँ पे कि आपकी deciding papers इनको कहते हैं, कि ये आपका rank decide करने में, आपको list में अंदर या बाहर होने में, they play a very important role. If you see in general, if you see the marks of the toppers, you would hardly find a big gap. Hardly, exceptions might be there, hardly find a big gap between the toppers, amongst the toppers. But in essay paper, किसी को आपके 70 नंबर, कहीं किसी को 70 भी आ रहे हैं और किसी को 170 भी आ रहे हैं. But this kind of marks का difference is hardly seen. This range of difference is hardly seen in your GS papers. So essay is a very important and it is very scoring paper if we understand how to write the UPSC essays. So now, if you see the essays, some of the essays like 2013 से आपका essays like we have 250 marks का essay का paper है, and the questions have been like, be the change you want to see in others, Gandhiji. Is the colonial mentality hindering India's success? GDP along with GDH would be the right indices for judging the well-being of a country. ये आपको सीधा इकोनॉमिक्स में पूछ सकते थे. colonial mentality is hindering India's success. This could be a आपका पेपर 1 में सोशल इश्यूज में लेके पूछ सकते थे. पेपर 2 में कहीं ना कहीं आपका जो सिविल सर्विसेज है, colonial mindset है, वहाँ पे पूछ सकते थे. Science and technology is the panacea for the growth and security of the nation. Similarly, with great power comes great responsibility. Words are sharper than the two-edged sword. ये हम हमेशा सुनते आए हैं right from our school days. Then is the growing level of competition good for the youth? Is string operation an invasion on privacy? Tourism, can this be the next big thing for India? Lending hand to someone is better than giving a dole. Quick but steady wins the race. हमने पढ़ा slow but steady wins the race. UPSC has asked quick but steady wins the race. Education without values, as useful as it is, seems rather to make a man more clever devil. So the purpose is like, if you see, most of the topics that are there, we have already science and technology, we study in GS. Economics, we study in GS. Social issues we study in GS. Polity we study in GS, like interstate water disputes in India. Then non-aligned movement. There have been questions like non-aligned movement. Or cooperative federalism, myth or reality. That cooperative federalism we study in polity. Farming has lost the ability to be a source of sustenance for majority of farmers in India. Farming issues are there. Then joy is the simplest form of gratitude. So if you see, the questions, जो भी questions हैं, one way or the other, we have already read it in our GS. But now this is not the GS paper. So, though we have some idea because of our GS preparation, but this is not completely a GS paper. This is a very different paper. So, now the question is कि same topic है जो कि हम GS के लिए पढ़ते हैं, उसको हम essay के लिए कैसे तैयार करेंगे, ठीक है? So, now how to prepare, what are the sources? I often, like students, they come to me, source क्या है? There is no one book for essay. There cannot be one book for essay. People say that कि कोई material है, institutes material देते हैं, उससे essay हो जाता है. I would not say कि उससे essay हो जाता है, ठीक है? Average score, if someone is giving you ready-made material, एक average score, एक below average score you can get. But if you really want to score very high, and if you really want to go ahead from others in the fray, then you need to have your own preparation for essay. Don't rely, there is no one source. But yes, कहीं ना कहीं से तो content लाना है, तो how to prepare? See, when you are preparing for your GS, most of the content of your essay is prepared. Then apart from that, you are reading newspapers. When you are reading newspapers, you are reading editorials. See that, take those editorials as one essay. जैसे जैसे आप editorial में ऐसे editorial पढ़ते हो, आपको you think that yes, I am reading an essay. How one topic the editor has started, how he or she is moving from one paragraph to another paragraph, and how he or she is concluding it. या शुरू में कई जगह आप देखोगे कई editorials में they start with certain incident and then they in the end they relate it with that incident. So if you are reading those newspapers, editorials properly, so वो आपका एक किस्म से preparation for your essay is happening. Then I said that you need to have in-depth knowledge on a particular issue. So there are like explained आता है आपका, in the classroom आता है आपका, अलग-अलग newspapers में अलग-अलग titles से आता है, but yes, it is basically they are explaining a topic in depth. Similarly, we have supplementary magazines with the newspapers on Sundays, Fridays, book reviews are there. You go through that. Then some people say that we want to write quotes. Then you can prepare some of the quotes. जैसे some of the topics are there. Women पे अक्सर आता है आपका, gender empowerment पे you are getting very often. Then environment पे आता है आपका, education पे आता है आपका, AI, artificial intelligence और technology पे आता है. So you can have certain quotes. And then during your preparation you read your economic survey आता है, budget आता है. तो वहाँ से भी जो आपका you can get certain data, certain statistics from there. That is also going to help you. And then apart from that, योजना, I would not say go through the whole योजना, but certain topics जो हैं, and खासकर जो आपका editors desk आता है, शुरू का जो editor का message आता है, that is also very good. You read that, that is going to help you in your essays. So content तो यहाँ से आ जाएगा, but yes, your essay needs lot of thinking and linkages. That would come with practice. So essay preparation के लिए what you need is, first you should have a knowledge, and then you should have a knowledge of that particular thing from various aspects, and then everything about that topic. Say for example, Poverty anywhere is a threat to prosperity everywhere. So we should be knowing what is poverty. Then poverty के जो है different aspects हमें पता होना चाहिए, because poverty anywhere could be means geographically anywhere, poverty could be mentally anywhere, poverty could be socially anywhere. तो कहीं पे भी how it is a threat to prosperity. ठीक है, तो we need to have those linkages. Then poverty anywhere is a threat to prosperity everywhere, we have to show. Then we can also think of जहाँ poverty नहीं है वहाँ कैसे prosperity है, be it your social poverty, be it your economic poverty. Then why poverty is there, why social poverty is there, why economic poverty is there. If it is there, then how we can overcome that poverty. So these kind of aspects you need to, for preparation of essay paper, you need to think on a topic, you need to do your brainstorming. That is going to help you. Mugging up, I don't recommend that. There might be some people say that हमने तो भैया 3-4 essays एकदम रट लिए थे and वो उससे related कुछ भी आता था कहीं से cut paste करके हम उसको लिख के we were able to manage. But I would recommend please do the brainstorming. Different sources जो हैं आपके, read good editorials, good magazines. If you get time, अगर if you are interested in reading books, so you can read about Gandhian philosophy, you can read about Ambedkar, because philosophical essays are also there. तो जो आपकी basic common philosophies है, you can prepare from those. आपकी basic religious philosophies हैं, be it from Quran, be it from Bible, be it from Gita. तो basic philosophies हैं, उनके बारे में थोड़ा सा पढ़ लो. It will help you to somewhere deal with the philosophical angles also. And philosophy के practical aspects क्या हैं, you need to develop those interlinkages, you need to brainstorm. And another thing is you need to practice. This is like mathematics. More you practice, मोर परफेक्ट यू बिकम. ठीक है, तो क्योंकि वहाँ पे आपको फास्ट सोचना भी है, लिखना भी है, प्रेजेंटेशन भी आपको करनी है अच्छे से टू गेट अ गुड स्कोर इन ऐसे. सो practice is also must for essay. And rest, how to think, what to do, brainstorming, linkages, start कैसे करना है, end कैसे करना है, that we are going to have a very separate program, because in just 10 minutes 12 minutes it is not possible कि हम जो है हर aspect of essay को deal कर सके. But overall source जो है आपका GS preparation, that is 70% it is going to help you. Apart from that, newspaper में जो आप editorials पढ़ रहे हैं, take it as an essay. आपका योजना, कुरुक्षेत्र magazines हैं, उनमें से कुछ आपके जो topics हैं उनसे related कुछ latest development हुई है, कोई data है, you can collect it from there. आप एडिटोरियल पढ़ लो योजना का, जो एडिटर्स डेस्क से जो मैसेज आता है, मैसेज फ्रॉम द एडिटर, दैट इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी बेनिफिशियल. एक्सप्लेन या इन द क्लासरूम इन डेप्थ जो आपका किसी टॉपिक के ऊपर एनालिसिस है उसको देख लो. सप्लीमेंट्री मैगजीन्स विद द न्यूज़पेपर्स, दैट इज़ गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. गुड कोट्स, गुड पोएम्स, इफ़ यू हैव दैट knack of writing poems or quotes, you can go for that. Or basic philosophies of Gita, Bible, Quran, basic philosophy of Gandhi जी, basic philosophy of Ambedkar. तो इस टाइप से थोड़ा सा prepare कर लो. That is really going to help you in your essay preparation. Thank you.